What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. Before we jump into this MotoStars video, 30% off everything in the store, including the drill booklet, the rescue pack, the digital drill booklet. Grab it. It's till the end of the year. Links in the description. Automatically applies to your cart. So just add a bunch of stuff, and I'll ship it out. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this. We're going to go do an after-action review. That didn't look good. His name is Steak. I love steak. Too much throttle in the corner. This looks like Arizona. Wait a second. This looks a lot like...
Crashed it.
Oh, in a lot of areas I know. Yeah, so revved it up. Too much throttle. Good attitude. A little bit of... Ooh. Hopefully your foot's fine. A good attitude. Maybe like a little bit of an embarrassment. But like, look at what I did. But yeah, that kind of sucks. So what's happening here... So you hear the revving going up. So we're in the middle of a turn, revving it. So the tire is already having to lean over, use traction for that turn. And then we start revving it up. It's going to start using traction to accelerate forward. It's just too much going in. So just take it nice and easy. We're not on a corner right here. Well, we are, but not like a real corner. Just go ahead and get around. And then once your nose is pointed where you want to go, then go ahead and accelerate a lot of that stuff. So if you don't know what we're doing, we typically go over the plan method here. So positioning for safety, locating hazards, assess, and navigate. So this is a hazardous situation just because it's a corner and an intersection. So just go ahead and take it nice and easy. There's not a big reason to just accelerate through. But having a good attitude is really important. Definitely having a good attitude. Making sure you wear full gear because part of a smart rider is acquiring and using your gear just in case. So this full face probably protected his face because you saw that visor just go ahead and fly off. All right, here we go. Swaggy duo, geez. That is not good. Hopefully his leg is fine. How did he not see the high-vis tractor? Okay, well, let's take a look. Yeah. So we got that hedge right there. So when we talk about line of sight, okay, that's what we're talking about. Our line of sight is broken to this intersection. We don't know what's happening. He's not going super fast, which is great. So if he was going really fast, well, maybe he would have missed it. But he probably would have severed his leg. So we're coming up to here. So at this point, you're going to have to do something. So this is a red stage maneuver. Once again, if you're new to the channel, we go over the color code stages. Red means you have to act on something. Orange is like, weird. And that's typically intersections, corners, different patterns that we see. And we'll talk about those during this class. But right here, you're going to have to do something. So you're going to have to do an emergency swerve, like quickly. Now, if you can't do it quickly, because the whole point, and we're going to talk about total stopping distance right here, but basically, the perception reaction is going to be what you need to do before you take an action. Total stopping distance is about braking, but perception reaction swerve, or perception reaction accelerate, or perception reaction brake. Those are your things that you can do. So at this point, you need to reduce your perception and your reaction time. Okay, so you start to recognize that there's hazardous situations with that line of sight problem, and that's why we get into orange stage, because now it's like, okay, we are actively focused. And our perception is now split second, but our reaction time can be split second right after that. So if we're just kind of la land, which is going to be, let's go ahead and bring that back up. White stage, where you're zoned out, your perception is going to be really slow and your reaction time is going to be really slow. And how do you increase your reaction time? You practice your swerves. You practice. If you don't want to go to a parking lot to practice, which I highly recommend, once again, the drill booklet, a bunch of different drills. You get the digital version on your phone also, so you can put it on your handlebars so you can practice that way. If you're just constantly riding, find like a manhole cover, go towards it, practice your swerve. Go towards like a tar snake, practice your swerve. So just practice your quick reaction time, and before you know it, your perception will catch up. So we should have swerved. It didn't look like we were going to swerve here. So let's go back just a little bit and take a look at what happened exactly. Let's see if he actually swerves at all. There's a little bit of a swerve, but we slammed the brakes a little bit. And then we talk about mechanism of injury. So his left leg is going to get hit. That's not good. Okay. And then there's the impact. So it really suddenly decelerated him. That's why he flipped up and over. It wasn't a glancing blow. It was a hit. Now you're going. And so thankfully, and that's the thumbnail. Let's go ahead and make it a thumbnail real quick. All right, we got to do that. We're doing this live. And so there's the impact, but he's got full gear. So this is good. His back's protected. His arm and elbow right there is protected. His head is protected. His left knee probably hurts a lot, but hopefully that armor does mitigate some of that injury, mitigate some of that pain. His bike's not going to do too well. Now he's kind of looking at this like, what the heck happened? So hopefully he doesn't have a concussion, but I'd be like, what the heck happened too? All right, so we're going through here. Ooh, you saw the brakes happening? So this is a good space cushion. Go ahead and put yourself in a better position for safety. Kind of be like next to the line so you can see super far. And if you had to, you can lane split there. Thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate that. Really do. But let's see what happens here. So the brakes. Oh, there's the tire. Okay. So good job slowing it down. So you see right here, this position for safety when we talk about the plan method. See how you can see far? And if you couldn't stop in time, you can go ahead and lane filter, basically, as an escape path. That's really good. Let's go ahead and bring up escape path so you guys know what I'm talking about here. But yeah, having that space cushion, being able to slow down, perceiving. Good job not hitting that tire, because that's kind of random. Maybe that's why everyone stopped, because there was a tire in the road. Come up to here, there's that left turner. You got to position. See, there's the impact. We could have swerved. So there's the impact. Let's take a look at this. So we see this pattern. Once again, we're going to orange stage because it's an intersection, and the pattern of a left turner. Hopefully we get to see an open lane pattern come up on this video. Also maybe a merging pattern. But it'd be really important to not just maintain our spot. You want to go ahead and move over. We have an escape right here. Now, hopefully we don't need it, but the point of positioning for safety is that we're putting ourselves in a new one. So we located this hazardous situation. Is it a relevant threat? Yes, it is. New position for safety. And that's it. You're just kind of like going with the flow. Think of it as like your water going around rocks, like in a creek. Not going fast, like a raging river would be fast, but like a nice slow creek, so that we don't have this impact. And you notice in the mirror, he doesn't have a jacket. So once again, wear gear just in case something like this happens. Thankfully, he's got a helmet, because his head is probably ringing pretty bad. If you don't know what we're talking about here, this is the backside of the Smart Rider. I'm sorry, the rescue card that we have here that you can get when you get yourself a booklet on the store for 30% off. So remain calm, ensure your own safety, stop major bleeds, and quickly assess severity for yourself or others so you can rescue them. It's part of the Smart Rider principles. All right, here we go. Going around. Chevrons indicate sharp turn. Good job handling it. Another sharp turn. Good job handling it. Sharp left, sharp right. Coming up. So I'm looking for signage. Oh, maybe a road surface hazard there, or we slammed the brakes. His pants are torn up. Those aren't motorcycle pants. Thank you, Dan Makes a Thing, for that $5, by the way. Once again, I appreciate that. All right, so double check. Make sure you're not bleeding anywhere. Bikes can be fine. You see right there, that's where your armor would be, and some abrasion-resistant material. All right, let's take a look. Let's see if he slammed that front brake. I want to see his right hand. No. That front tire slipped on something, so let's look at the road. Can't really see because compression on YouTube. So maybe, yeah, right there, like that front tire lost traction, so probably a road surface hazard. Now, if you can't see it, and if it just randomly happens to you, once again, just in case, that's why we wear gear. Just in case this happens. It happens. Hopefully it doesn't. Our goal is to avoid road surface hazards and not slamming the front brake if we're going too fast into a corner. Try to slow it down before a corner. Gradually increase your braking pressure. Do trail braking. That's more of an advanced skill, but you pretty much do that in your car already. So you already do it in your car. When you're going through a corner in your car, maybe a little bit too fast, whatever, you start applying a little bit of brake so you can make it around that corner. Your foot's not on the gas anymore. It's on that brake. You're trail braking your car. It's the same concept as the front brake for trail braking. So if you're doing it naturally, good job. You're increasing traction on that front tire. Oh, we're not going to have this music going on. It might be copyrighted. Here we go. So we're going up to here. Intersections, lots of traffic, orange stage. All right, so we're going up to here. What do we got? We're riding staggered. Not anymore with that person on the right. Okay, let's keep staggered just in case we have to swerve. Oh, geez, there's the wheelie. A little bit of a power wheelie. Went a little bit up and over. Broke his coccyx, your tailbone. Not good. It's going to suck to have to sit on a donut for a while. Taking a dump's going to hurt. If you're a woman, taking a pee-pee is going to hurt. So at this point, check your buddy. If you want to get the bike out of the way, that's cool. If your buddy's walking, that's a good sign. That means his blood pressure, he's breathing, and all that stuff. His brain is working. Oh, we're on a quad. So yeah, maybe high risk. Got to have that high skill with it. And mistakes happen. All right, going a little fast in the corner here. Having fun with our buddies. Oh, we're fishtailing all over the place, and we lost control. And, ooh, he got some air. Full face helmet, very good. You can see inside his nostrils. Hopefully he's doing fine. Does he have gear? Yeah, it looks like it. Maybe he's probably got that external armor stuff. Oof. Our SUV misses stop sign. So we have a stop sign too. They did not stop. So good job recognizing that. That could have been bad. So good job you stopping. Okay, imagine if we both didn't stop. We would have gotten T-boned. So good job on you for stopping and following the rules.
Here we have a situation where the driver made the last-minute decision to turn right.
Merging area,
Despite the limited
last-minute decisions, pretty scary. I don't like being side by side with other vehicles on and off ramps or even left turns. Ooh, swerves. Ooh, good job with the brakes for both of these motorcycle riders. Very good. So if you're that car driver, just miss your exit, turn off safely, turn around, and then make a left turn. Okay, when people do that, it is extremely dangerous, even at night. So very good for Foxy Jump and that other rider for navigating that. So one thing that you can see with this is if you notice in the left lane, that car had the brake lights. Why are they stopped when traffic's supposed to be flowing? So that's when on the MTC awareness stages, we're in yellow stage, kind of zoned in, just paying attention, not really worried about anything. If we see something uncommon in a common situation, perk you up, get yourself into orange stage. What is going on? And then when you get closer and you realize it's nothing, then you can go ahead and accelerate past. But go ahead and just be like, So that's what I do when I drive and when I ride. So that left car is stopped. Why? And so then we're going to go ahead and slow down ourselves right now. And then do some really good progressive front braking because there's not much of a swerve left or right in that situation. So all you really have is progressive braking. Thankfully that they had a good space cushion. They were able to perceive, react, and then brake. So good job on them. They just saved themselves. Now you can get going. Yeah. Good job. All sorts of things happen in a situation like that. I think personally he was just hurt ego-wise, which is understandable. Okay, well, here we go. Group ride. Whoa. People with egos? What? All right, so this one, yeah, I'd watch the car go first to see how deep it is.
Go ahead, man.
And then just go nice and slow. Keep it at like a 10 mile an hour pace. And aim straight. Aim straight. Your bike could do it.
Watch out.
There you go. He should be fine. Let's get that bike up.
My bike's on me.
All right.
His bike's on him, so that could be dangerous. That's why we have motorcycle boots. So good job keeping him up. He's just going to be a little wet.
I'm all right.
All right, come on. Go slide.
Hopefully the bike's fine. He's just wet. At this point, just push the bike across.
I'll get the bike. I got it in neutral.
You don't want to go super fast because you could hydroplane that.
Great. That's working.
Your leg hurt?
Yeah, so, I mean, like, see how the guy's walking it by just giving a little bit of throttle, not a lot, just walking pace throttle. You can do that. All right, here we go.
This is one of
Graphic
the
warning.
How
Ooh.
important the right gear is.
Here we
In this
go.
case, things could have ended without much trouble.
Yeah, making sure you have the right gear, very important. We have a left turn coming up. Oh, we're crossing over, which is going to push us over to the outside. Oh, high side over the rail, down. Oh, nope, not down the mountain. Very good. So that rail is going to clip your leg at least. Hopefully he's doing fine. That rail will not move. You will wrap yourself around it. And there's his shoe, some Air Jordans. Yeah, double check your body. Double check everything. If you have any external bleeding, go ahead. Broken left arm. Maybe broke something. Probably broke his left side. Something. Which is pretty scary. Trying to put a tourniquet on. Oh, light went off. When do you guys turn off the lights? Come on, guys. So we're coming up to here. And we cut in a little bit too sharp. We're like, oh no, we gotta stay within the lines. So then he pushes himself out to stay in his lane, which is gonna push himself even further out. So if you ever get in this situation, just go ahead and, especially if there's no cars coming, just kind of take that other lane just a little bit and then realize, oh, I need to slow it down or I didn't make these turns better. Because then if you start trying to make adjustments within, it might be bad. So just realize that your skill set needs to improve. That's all. Here we go. My first crash on my 150. Where is that? What the heck kind of bike is that? 30 miles an hour. Okay, neighborhood. Oh, slammed the brakes.
Oh my God.
Probably didn't realize the stop sign was there until his last second. So I wonder if he's a new rider. Because the first crash, okay, so he's come up to here. I don't know if it's raining, but it's just bugs. Okay, so there's a jump cut. We're right here. And then all of a sudden we're right here. Okay, so he squeezes in the left, so the clutch. Nothing on the front brake. So he slammed that rear tire. And I don't know if it's the first crash or he's already dropped it, because look at that right brake lever. So he used all rear brake. Your front brake's going to offer 70 to 80% of your stopping power, so use both, but do it progressively, okay? And if you find that stop sign last second, good opportunity to practice your emergency stops.
Oh my God.
Oof. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
There you go. Side stand down, lift it over. There you go. There we go. So we're going through roundabouts. Once again, orange stage. Watch out for any emerging incidents like that. Good job rolling off the throttle and allowing them in. Not a big deal. You don't have to say anything to them. You could do that if you want. Don't do that part. There's no reason to escalate. They probably had sun in the eyes. You know, just whatever it is you want to justify it, but you handled it. I like the success story versus retribution and stuff.
You okay?
Okay. Very good. People make mistakes. Do not shout and swear. I love it. I checked to see if she was okay. Very good. Very good. Rebel Hub. Oh, I love my Honda Rebel. I love it. All right, so intersections right here. What do you guys see right now? Possible open lane pattern. I think the van might be coming into our lane. Maybe the car in front of them is going a little too slow. They can't see us. We're riding staggered with the van, which is fine. Just like if you're in a group ride and they switch over, not a big deal. Let's find out what happens. Maybe left turner. What do you guys think? Write it in the chat. There it is. So open lane pattern. You always want to ride staggered with other people. That other person in the car was going a little slower. They moved over. So when it comes to positioning for safety, we see that person coming out. We stay staggered. It's a possible open lane pattern because we're locating this hazard situation. We're assessing if it's a relevant threat. Right now, it's an active one. We can't swerve left. We can either decelerate or accelerate. Probably a Rebel Hunter 500, maybe 300. If it's a 500, you could probably accelerate out of that. I like to practice my braking for a lot of things. I like to go I like to go swerving, braking, and then acceleration as my order of escape paths. But sometimes you have to accelerate. ZTKRC gifted 20 subs. You guys are going to see a bunch of people pop up right here. Thank you for 20 gifted subs. Live streaming every Thursday at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I appreciate that. All right, so I don't like being this close. I like to ride off to the sides of other vehicles. You're going to get 20 of these people right here. That's awesome. All right, so they merged over. That's an open lane pattern. Let them in. A little boop, boop. Not a big deal. Moving on. There's a cop there. They saw it, but they're not going to do much because nothing happened. Good job. All right, Dad Does. That's the name. All right, sun in the eyes of that driver. Couldn't see, but good job rolling off the throttle, applying some progressive braking. Not a big deal. Let them in. It looks further than it is. It's probably on super view, like the big wide angle. So it probably was closer, but you handled it. You handled it. ZTKRC, thank you so much for 20 gifted subs. I appreciate that. I'm going to go buy a steak because of you.
Stupid!
Okay, so we don't need to be angry. We don't need to be angry about it. You handled it. It's a success. Consider it achievement unlocked. And we're moving on. All right, not seen in the rain. Every rider experiences this. We're going a little fast, but it looks like we sped up the footage. We were only going 30 kilometers an hour at the time. Okay, 60 kilometers an hour. It's about 30 miles an hour, right? I don't know. This is America. So we're coming up to here. It's an intersection. We're getting close to an intersection, so I'm going to be an orange stage. Kind of prepped for anything, especially with the road surface hazard of water. Go ahead and position yourself off to the right side of your lane. We see this. Uh-oh, what do? We can either apply the brakes to slow it down. Road surface is not going to be the greatest. Like I said, I like to swerve, brake, and then maybe accelerate. So good job with the swerve. We decelerated to buy ourselves some time and some understanding. And then we can go ahead and swerve. Handled it. Moving on. And then slow down the camera. All right. Intersections. Orange stage. Watch out for any mergers. Like this blue car van. The little Ford Transit. I kind of wanted one. Almost got smoked by a car. Oh, geez. Good job positioning for safety. Okay, you can apologize if you want. So right here. So we're coming up to here. This is a good example of positioning for safety. So we are right here. Once again, good position. We're locating constantly. We're assessing just in case. Uh-oh, we located this. We're going to assess if it's a relevant threat. It's in our lane. It's a relevant threat. So we have to put ourselves in a brand new position for safety by navigating it. So the new position for safety is going to be off into this lane real quick. There's no cars coming. That's good. Or if we're going slow enough, we can go ahead and stop with progressive braking. So he slowed down and still moved over. Did a great job. Avoided an accident. Everyone pooped their pants, but you know, we're good. Just laundry. First, sprayed off with a hose outside because that's pretty gross. But yeah, laundry. Nature Nick. Here we go. Oh, geez. What do we got? A deer. No, is that a coyote? No, it looks like a deer. Yeah, watch out for those little dudes. Watch out for those. Go ahead and apply some brakes. Kind of let them go. You never know when they're going to jump last second. We're in slow. Oh, change direction. We're going to make it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it, and then we're going to jump right at last. Nope, we're going to change direction. Okay. That worked out real well. We are doing really good slow speed right there. I was like, what are we... Very good, though. I mean, like, hey, you're going through an intersection. Probably practices his drills. Guys, there's like some 20 drills. All right, lane filtering. So nice and easy. If you can't make it through, don't go for it. Good for that person to move over. Got a little mad, whatever. At this point, get into the lane. There it is. Okay, we're just going to continue going. Is this California? So you can do this part in California. So in Arizona and some of the states that are now happening is that they have to be stopped. So right here is perfectly fine, like Arizona. It might be California. I don't know. I don't pay attention to commie states. Anyway, so you could do this in Arizona, but then once traffic starts moving like this, you have to get back in the lane. It's California? Okay. So we have to do that, but in California, you can continue splitting, I guess. Look at all those Priuses. Watch out for those. All right, what are we doing? Okay. I don't understand this. It's a solid white line, but multiple... Okay. I don't get it. Oh, geez. Hey, so Swerve did a good job. Moved out of the way, positioned for safety, handled it. But once again, guys, we do have that sale going on. Grab yourself a donut. before you head out. Click that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next live stream.